Musicity is a project that was born in London back at the end of 2010, and in a nutshell, we commission original pieces of music for buildings or spaces.
For Musicity Singapore, 2 UK recording artists are collaborating with 7 Singaporean recording artists to compose original tracks of music inspired by 7 selected locations in the city.
Musicity is a great project because it's all about bringing people together, making connections, and that's what the British Council is all about. We try and promote international opportunities for younger people, in this case artists, to get together, to work together collaboratively, creatively, and through that hopefully build trust between the individuals and between the UK and Singapore.
I think what's interesting about Musicity is the fact that local artists are being commissioned to write site-specific soundtracks, for places of historical significance. I think that's one. Obviously, there are not many opportunities to do that.
Music is the perfect enhancement to an experience of an architectural space alongside the natural sights and sounds that already exist there.
It's a parallel impact because for an architect to be inspired to draw something and to build up an architect for a building like this, I think that's art, and channeling the energy back to me, which I'm also an artist where I have to write on somebody else's art. I think that's the best challenge I could have.
The fact that London was the first city to do it, Tokyo and now Singapore, these are all emerging, or rather, the capitals of the world. And Singapore, as it tries to emerge as a cultural capital, I think it's important for its own artists to be involved in something like this as well.
It's so different from London, where I live. The climate, the food, the people. It's already made a deep impression on me just being here for a few days, and I'm looking forward to hearing that impression as well as experiencing it.
Well, I hope that in Singapore people are going to kind of really fall in love with aspects of their city that they maybe have never really thought about before through the music, and also get to discover, and kind of get to love some music that they might not even know is on their doorstep. So I think that for the Singaporean artists, I think there's a good opportunity there to get their music out through different means. And for the London artists, Mara and John, I think, they're going to be sharing their music and collaborating, which is exciting for everybody, I think, to see that thing happen.
I am so inspired by the architecture, and I'm finding out things about my city that I never knew existed, and this in turn has inspired my music, and I've gotten so much out of this experience. Also working with the UK artists and local artists together with Nick Cherry and the British Council. It's just been a wonderful experience.
I think it's an honour to be part of the project because of the intentions, because of the organisers, British Council itself, with an established brand name. And also, I think also the artists that are also on board working on the project, they are artists of calibre, they are peers who have made a name for themselves locally as well as internationally, and to be recognised or associated with similar type of artists for this project, it's fantastic.
Bringing together creative people from different disciplines is again something we'd be very keen on doing. Rather than having people in their boxes, it's actually bringing them together through the forum that we promoted through this, through the music, through the collaboration. The whole project is about collaboration. It's about bringing people together who are focused on creativity but maybe working in different disciplines, and this I think is a great example of how we can do that.